as an M&A specialist, what is your skill set which is required? And I'll go into deeper into skill set and the offering we do. But I can tell you with a starting point that this doesn't require you to be a financial expert. You don't have to be a chart accountant. You don't have to be a financial genius to be part of it. If you are a good sales and marketing professional also, you can do that. But if you have that skill also, it's an added advantage. Otherwise, you might not be the one who would do the valuation yourself. Head office would do the valuation of the asset, but you will be part of the transaction structure. But if you are, say, a chart accountant or a professional who understands valuation, then maybe you can do the valuation of that. It becomes as a straightforward product. Say, for example, business comes in, we understand the business, what business is all about. Say there was a manufacturing or packaging manufacturing company. Our CDD would visit that, spend maybe a couple of hours, 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on the asset size, understand what the asset stands at, look at the last 3 years of financials, understand the very clear reason in depth of why the business owner wants to sell that asset. What is the inherent need for this entire thing? Is it a performing asset? Is it a non-performing asset? Why this is coming in the market? What is the expectation? And those financial you will collect, and then we will do a valuation of the business model. And that's very tricky part. And we are absolutely very, very experienced, so to say, in doing the right valuation, especially when it comes to small and mid-sized businesses, because a lot of parameters for small and medium businesses are very different to publicly listed companies or even startups, technology startups and things like that. So the valuation has to be right, and it should match the expectation of the seller. Once we have done that, then we obviously put the asset into right presentation, which means the information memorandum. And then we take the business to listing. Listing means that we go out and approach people. And sometimes we go approach with the asset being defined, and sometimes we do it confidentially. We go and say a running manufacturing business with these facilities, a larger, broader area, and say this is in greater Mumbai, and a little bit specific of the investment bite size, what needs to be done, and go into the market and generate potential people who are interested in doing it. Sometimes we have to do even more confidentially, because it means that we know this might be a buyer, might be strategic, somebody from the same industry. So we map the competition, understand which is the competition, go out and approach that competition. And sometimes a lot of news and a lot of things which tell us that who's buying at this stage. And I can tell you, my experience says sometimes these answers come from the seller himself. Most of the time, the seller himself would tell that this can be a potential buyer to my business, but they're not going to approach it because they want to keep it with professionals to lead this business. And that can be a very, very rewarding business.